welcome to Tarunayas. Today we will be discussing MCQs based on the current affairs of 13th of October 2022. So let's start with the first MCQ of the day. I have taken this MCQ from the UPSC previous year questions which appeared in the year 2019. So the first question is, consider the following statements. First, the deification of Buddha, treading the path of Bodhisattvas, image worship and rituals. Now which of the above are the features of Mahayana Buddhism? We know that during the fourth Buddhist Council, during the reign of Kanishka, who ruled from Kashmir and whose empire extended from the northwestern part of the Indian subcontinent and extended to Mathura, that is towards the Gangetic plain. Now in this fourth Buddhist council, there was a division in the schools of Buddhism, and that is Mahayana and Hinayana Buddhism. Now the Mahayana Buddhism, it focused on the deification of Buddha, and in deification there is worship of Buddha, worship of images of Lord Buddha, rituals are being followed. So therefore the first statement, that is deification, that is considering Buddha as God, is part of Mahayana Buddhism. Treading the path of Bodhisattva. Now what happened? The Hinayana Buddhism, which is known as the lesser vehicle, did not consider that everyone can part in the Buddhist philosophy or can tread the path of Buddhism. But Mahayana Buddhism said, which is also known as the greater vehicle, it takes everyone who wants to tread into the path of Buddha, on the path of Buddha, and therefore Bodhisattvas are those people who have delayed their renunciation or who have delayed their nirvana so as to liberate the other people. So Bodhisattva is part of the Mahayana Buddhist philosophy. The worship of image and rituals I have already discussed. Therefore all three are the features of Mahayana Buddhism. Now let us move on to the second question. The second question talks about with reference to the Indian Dipole, sometimes which is mentioned in the news while forecasting the Indian monsoon, which of the following statement are correct? The first is the Indian Ocean Dipole phenomena is characterized by a difference in sea surface temperature between the tropical Western Indian Ocean and tropical Eastern Pacific Indian Ocean. The second statement says that the Indian Ocean Dipole phenomena can influence an El Nino's impact on monsoon. Now let us see that which of these is the correct answer. The first statement says that sea surface temperature between Western Indian Ocean and tropical Eastern Pacific Ocean. This statement is incorrect because if we look at the map, this is India and this is Indian Ocean. Here we have got the southeastern nation. This is Java, Sumatra. This is Indonesia, and here we have Australia, and this is Pacific Ocean extended towards the American continent. Now what happens when we say Indian Ocean Dipole? It is basically the difference between these two regions, the Western Indian Ocean and the Eastern Indian Ocean, not to the Western Indian Ocean and the Eastern Pacific Ocean. Therefore the first statement is incorrect. When we look at the statement 2, that yes, Indian Ocean Dipole can influence El Nino, and both together have an impact on the Indian monsoon. And we know that during El Nino, Indian monsoonal activity is reduced. Therefore, India observed deficient monsoon. Therefore, the correct answer will be B. Now, let us move on to the third question. The third question says, with reference to the ocean mean temperature, which of the following statement is are correct? Now, this appeared in the year 2020. Ocean mean temperature measured up to a depth of 26 degrees Celsius isotherm, which is 129 meters in the southwestern Indian Ocean during January to March. Now, if you look at this question, this is a very specific figures that have been given in the question, and if you do not know the specificity of a geographical phenomena, then it's better not to have any guess in such questions. Such a specificity of isotherm hardly exists when it comes to the geological phenomena. Therefore, first statement will be incorrect. Now, when we say that ocean mean temperature, which is collected during the month of January and March, can be used in assessing whether the amount of rainfall in monsoon will be less or more than a certain long term mean. This is the correct statement. Indian Meteorological Department, that is IMD, considers the long term average in order to predict the monsoonal activities, which is approximately taken from 10 years to 50 years. All right. So therefore, option sorry here question third, therefore option B will be our correct answer. So now let's move on to question number 4. Each The question number 4 says that each day is more or less the same. The morning is clear and bright with a sea breeze. As the sun climbs high in the sky, heat mounts up, dark clouds form, then rain comes with thunder and lightning, but rain is soon over. Which of the following regions is described in the above passage? Now, if we look at the option 1 says savanna. Option B is equatorial, option C is monsoonal, and option D is Mediterranean. Now, if we consider the climatic peculiarities of savanna, then savanna is a grassland. Savanna is a grassland. And when we speak of the equatorial region, then in equatorial region there are less diurnal fluctuations. All right. In monsoonal there is periodic rain or precipitation. All right. In Mediterranean there is winter rainfall. Alright, so according to the question, the day is more or less the same. The morning is clear. The sun climbs high. Now, this happens in the equatorial region. So, this is the equatorial region, and the sun climbs high here. So, around the equator, 0 degrees Celsius of the latitude. So, the correct answer will be equatorial. Now let's move on to the question number 5. What is the provision to safeguard the autonomy of the Supreme Court in India? Now this question was asked in the 2012 UPSC. Question option 1 is, while appointing the Supreme Court judges, the President of India has to consult the Chief Justice of India. This is a correct statement. The President of India has to consult the Chief Justice of India according to Article 124, Clause 2. Option B says the Supreme Court judges can be removed by the Chief Justice of India only. This is an incorrect statement. The Supreme Court judges, they are removed by a resolution according to the procedure provided in the Judges Enquiry Act of 1968. Now, according to this act, a resolution is passed in the Parliament with regard to the removal of a judge on two important grounds which are mentioned in the constitution, that is misbehavior and violation of the constitution. Alright. Option C says the salaries of the judges, they are charged on the consolidated fund of India, to which the legislature does not have to vote. This is also a correct statement. That it is legislature cannot vote on the salaries of the judges which is charged upon the consolidated fund of India. Now the fourth statement is all appointments of officers and staff of Supreme Court of India are made by the government only after consulting the Chief Justice of India. This is an incorrect statement. This is an incorrect statement because it is the Chief Justice of India who appoints the officers and staff. Now, if we look at the statement 1, by mistake I said that President of India has to consult the Chief Justice of India. It is actually the collegium system. That means the President of India consult the collegium, which is the CGI and 4 senior most judge of the Supreme Court. Therefore, the correct answer will be C. Now let's move on to the sixth question. Okay. C is the correct answer. And 1 and 3 is basically correct. So A will be the correct answer, right? So President appoints in consultation with the CGI and 4 senior most judges of the Supreme Court. Article 124 and Article 217. Alright, now let's move on to the sixth question. What is the retirement age of the Chief Justice of India? Any judge of the Supreme Court is appointed till the completion of 65 years of age. Therefore, C will be our answer. So that's it for today. Thank you.